All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. My name's CJ Curry. It's the CJ Curry Show. It's presented by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is making daily fantasy sports simple by allowing you to pick anywhere from 2 and as many as 6 of your favorite superstars from your favorite sports. You decide whether or not they're going to go for more or less on their favorite projection, and you can win up to 25 times your money. But wait. Today, there's a special promo in place where you could win even more than 25 times your money. I'm talking about Flex Fest. Shout out to PrizePicks. It's Flex Friday. They're doing Flex Fest, which is basically a payout boost for all flex entry sizes. 3 out of 3 goes from 2.25x up to 2.75x payout. 4 for 4 goes from a 5x to an 8x payout. 5 for 5 goes from a 10x up to a 13.5x payout. And then the big 6 for 6, the big daddy, goes from 25x up to 30x, 30 times your money, my friends. I think for me, what I'm going to be doing is going with Matt Downs, the head honcho over at the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer tool. Daily Grind Fantasy's head honcho says, take the 4 for 4 or the 5 for 5. Go for the 4 picks or the 5 pick entries. And I think that's what my strategy will be today. I know it's tempting to want to go for the 6 for 6, the big 30x payouts, but I think I'm going to stick to the 4 pick flex and the 5 pick flex entries. All right. And he breaks down all the math over on his Twitter page. So go follow Matt Downs. Like I said, he's the lead guy over there at or one of the lead guys over at the Daily Grind Fantasy website there. So definitely going to be making as many 4 pick and 5 pick flex entries as possible today on PrizePicks. We got to get some of them coins back from last night. Last night was absolutely brutal. Baseball sucked. Basketball, for the most part, sucked. I got to get some get back and some get right tonight. So that's what I'm going to plan on doing today. But first and foremost, we got to pick ourselves a winner from yesterday's giveaway. For those of you who may be joining for the very first time, I want to let you know that I give away one risk-free 2-pick power play every single day to one of you supporters out there. All you have to do to get qualified, to get entered to win, be a subscriber, easy enough. Turn on those notifications and hit that like button. And then last but not least, once I end today's show, you could go to the comment section, comment your favorite pick, prop, or play of the day, or maybe you just want to say something nice. You could leave a comment in the comment section of today's replay. And then the next time I go live, I pick somebody from the comment section to win one of these risk-free 2-pick power plays right here on PrizePicks. And maybe we could fatten your pockets up a little bit. Maybe we could slip one of those blue face hundreds in your pocket on PrizePicks. So if you need a little bit of extra walking around money, a little bit of extra blue cheese, all right, I got you. Just make sure you're subscribed, turn those notifications on, and hit the like button, and then wait for me to end the show and then go to the comment section and comment, okay? So we've already had, 49 total comments from yesterday's show. So all we have to do now is basically pick ourselves a winner. So I appreciate everybody who participated in yesterday's comment section. Those of you who have subscribed and liked, you guys are doing the Lord's work out there. We went past 150 likes on yesterday's show for like the 8th or 9th day in a row. I'm starting to lose track. You guys are killing it. I appreciate the support. I'll keep showing up for you as long as you keep showing up for me and showing that support. So let's go ahead, pick today's winner. Like I said, 49 total comments already left in yesterday's replay from yesterday's show. We're going to go ahead, boop, click that random button. Hopefully we don't get a repeat winner. It looks like we got a first-time winner, actually. Andrew Hobson, congratulations. You are the winner today. Lucky winner, risk-free, 2-pick power play for PrizePicks. Guys, all you do is get both of those picks right. You win $100. So Andrew, all you have to do now, my friend, reach out to me. I need you to DM me with your PrizePicks email address. You could reach me on Twitter at Curry the Creator, or you could jump in our Discord. Links to both are down in the description of today's video. Shoot me that DM. Hook a brother up with your PrizePicks email address, and I'll hook you up with that risk-free 2-pick power play as soon as possible. All right, congratulations to Andrew. Guys, keep watching, keep tuning in each day. I'm going to make it worth your while. Not only are we trying to get on the very best picks, but we're also blessing people with chances to win $100 daily, okay? tell a friend, tell a family member, tell somebody you know, love, and care about who plays on PrizePicks to tune in so they have an opportunity to win as well. All right, appreciate all the support. Let's run through the comments section, see who's joining us today live here on YouTube. 89 of you watching. Share this stream with somebody who plays on PrizePicks. Maybe they'll find it beneficial and find some winning picks and winning plays. We got Britton in the building. He said he's taking the over for 100 likes. I love that. Good positive energy to get us started today. Tony's in the building. Rough night last night. I agree, Tony. It was brutal. It was bad. But today's a great day for us to run some 4-pick and 5-pick flex entries. Mathematically speaking, that's the most optimal way to take advantage of today's promo. So we're going to do that. We're going to hammer some 4-pick and 5-pick flex entries, as many as we could possibly fit into today's show. We're going to try and get some of them coins back. Rolling Thunder says, today is a fresh start. Can't win them all, folks. That is a very realistic and very mature mindset for a bettor. We will not win them all. We will not have winning nights every single night. But, hey, we're going to keep showing up and putting in the Lord's work here and trying to do our best to run the profits up, to have more profitable days. Jezreel says, everybody have a fun Flex Friday. Roy's in the building. Kanan, shout out to you. Daryl Simpson says, let's get the bag. I'm with that. I'm definitely with that. Ricky Carroll, what's up to the Curry gang? Shout out to my Patreon members tuning in. T-Bone says, 30 times your money. And CJ, we trust. You going for the big 30X, T-Bone? You're not going to go 4-pick or 5-pick. You want to go 6-pick for 30X. I feel you. I feel you. Ricky Carroll says, want to see what Everyday Fantasy is on today, too. Absolutely. That's our guy, Don P, a.k.a. Everyday Fantasy. Roswell says, hit the like button. Tyrone says, get the bag Friday. Let's go. What's up? To you, Tyrone. Everyday Fantasy, you flex, I flex back. And it's only appropriate because it's Flex Friday here on PrizePicks. We got to flex. Everyday Fantasy says, we are on a heater. Ryan, shout out to you. Everyone getting free entries today but me. Listen, we're going to keep blessing people. You know what? In fact, Ryan, just because you said that, what I'll do later on in the day, for everybody who follows me on Twitter, @CurryTheCreator, I'll run another giveaway for an additional one risk-free 2-pick power play to win $100 on PrizePicks. So not only did I just give one away to our guy Andrew Hobson here, but I'm gonna also give another one away over on Twitter tonight. All right, we'll run a Twitter giveaway. So follow me on Twitter. I'll do a giveaway over on Twitter as well. We'll give away another risk-free 2-pick power play to try to bless somebody else with another $100 bill in their pocket. Let's try to get paid. Today's Friday, right? It's payday. Should be payday. Let's make it a payday. KJ Rudd, what it do? Old Man Jones is in the building. He says, hit the like, get gang. Hit the like button, gang, get money. There we go. I got it right. Handmaid's in the building. Love to see that. Vaso Jody, CJ. What up, what up, what up? Christian, shout out to you. Hayden, Douglas Roberts, I see you. Ali, Bodrick is in the building. Happy Friday to you. Brian Williams, Christian, Frazier, I see you. I see Strength in Numbers. Fear Shaolin's in the building. We got Britton Laughlin saying, run the likes up. All right, Delvin, I see you. I see Jeremiah's here. All right, Andy's here. Damn. We got everybody here. All right, so shout out to Andrew Hobson. You're our winner today for the 2-pick power play on PrizePicks. Like I said, my friend, shoot me that DM. Let me get that PrizePicks email address from you, and I'll get you hooked up with that risk-free 2-pick power play ASAP. All right, today's NBA slate, 3 games starting at 7 o'clock. We got the Boston Celtics visiting the Atlanta Hawks. 228.5 point total here with a 5.5 point spread. Again, not really anything going on here as far as injuries go. Everybody should be expected to play. Spread on this one's only 5.5 now that Boston's the visiting team, so they're giving Atlanta a little bit of that home court loving, a little bit of that home court advantage tonight. We've seen prior games with a 9.5, 10.5 point spread between these two teams, but they seem to think that Atlanta's going to play a little tougher tonight and make it a closer game. I like to see that, especially if we plan on taking any overs from this game. 8:30 brings us the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. This one's got a very low total of 211.5 points with a 1.5 point spread, so it's going to be a low and slow pace game. Low total, slow pace. More of a defensive game, right? Not going to be an up-tempo, high-scoring game. At least that's what the Vegas lines makers seem to insinuate here with this low total of just 211.5. But The big news here is that it's a 1.5-point spread, and God, I hope we don't have a blowout. It's looking like it's going to be a tight one between these two ball clubs. Cedi Osman is a game time decision, more of a role player off the bench, not somebody that's going to really shake things up for us tonight. So we'll move on to the next game. The final game of the night, 9:30 p.m. tip-off between the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves, guys. 222.5 points. Pretty nice total here. It's the second highest total on the slate. With a 2.5-point spread, it's favoring the Denver Nuggets, as it should. The Nuggets been playing some pretty good ball lately. Nikola Jokic listed as a game-time decision. You know, he's been dealing with a hurt wrist, but he did play in the last game. I do expect him to play tonight as well. Rudy Gobert also played in that last game despite dealing with back spasms recently. He's listed as a game-time decision. I would be utterly shocked and surprised if Rudy Gobert doesn't go tonight. I think he does play as he did in the last one. Noel, game-time decision. We got McDaniels and Naz Reid both ruled out, so neither one of those guys are going to be playing. All right. So that's what you have to look forward to. 3 NBA games. All of them look like they're going to be competitive. 5.5-point spread, 1.5-point spread, 2.5-point spread. After debacle last night, I think tonight could be a good night with the flex boost going on PrizePicks Flex Fest for us to get some of that coin back. So I appreciate everybody joining me. 54 likes already with 106 people watching. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of support that I like to see. All right. Let's go. You know how we do it. We're going to run the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer into the ground today. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to try to build as many 4-pick and 5-pick flex entries, folks. And I think here's the strategy that I want to roll with. And again, my guy Matt Downs at Daily Grind Fantasy said it best. He said he thinks he's going to go with 5-pick flex entries and 4-pick flex entries. And here's his strategy. He said for the 5-pick flex entries, he's going to be playing some of those props that get bumped up or bumped down. In other words, those props that don't have that 0.5, that hook. He's going to put those in his 5-pick. And then for the 4 picks, he's going to stick to running the ones that have not been rounded up or rounded down or bumped up or bumped down. All right, so the ones that have the 0.5 on the end, the hook at the end, he's going to put those in his 4 picks. So let's start by trying to build our first 4-pick flex entry. Again, if you want to push your luck and you want to go for a bigger payout, like a 5-pick or 6-pick, you can do that. But I think for this first entry, we're going to build together. We're going to go through the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. We're going to check some projections, make sure that all the projections are looking good. And then we're going to build some 4-pick flex entries. On a 4 out of 4, the payout's looking pretty sweet here, guys. 4 out of 4 gets you 8 times your money instead of 5 times your money. If you go 3 out of 4, you still get 1.5 times your money. So that's going to be the strategy that I'm going to use for the most part. And then the 5-pick flex entry gets you that 13.5x payout. But if you go 4 out of 5, it goes from 13.5 all the way down to a 2x payout, just a double up. But if we're putting nothing but props in there and the 5-pick that could possibly tie or push, if it goes from a 5 out of 5 down to, let's say, one of our picks ties and it goes to a 4 out of 4, reverts down, right? When a prop ties, a pick ties or pushes, it goes from a 5-pick down to a 4-pick. That 4-pick would still pay us 8x, right? So I can understand why Mr. Downs over at Daily Grind Fantasy is liking that method today. So I think we're going to stick to that. We're going to go with what his little strategy is there. So let's get it started here. Let's build ourselves a 4-pick flex entry using nothing but picks that have not been bumped up or bumped down. Let's refresh everything. I want to make sure we have the latest odds in here. Guys, if you're pumped and you're ready to go, let me know. Hit the like button now. Let's run this thing up, guys, to over 100 likes before we end today's show. Starting it off here, we got Jamal Murray of the Denver Nuggets at 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. His line, 33.5 on the sports book, but it's a point higher on PrizePicks. So based on the odds pulled from the sports books, comparing it to PrizePicks, we've got about a 54.7% chance that Jamal Murray stays under 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So now that we know that, let's go check some projections out on Jamal Murray's PRA here and see if we got some favorable projections. You know, we're going to be using the action projection tool, which is a part of the Fantasy Labs package. You have to pay for this, but because you know me, your boy has got the hookup. You and me kind of, you know, we'll do this together. All right. You don't have to go buy it, but I'll give you a sneak preview because, you know, you're in the right circle here. Anyway, the first projection for Jamal Murray, 30.4, guys. Again, his line sitting at 34.5. So 30.4 On a projection of 34.5 on PrizePicks, looks like a great first step for an underplay. And it seems like these unders or less options have definitely been hitting a lot more than the overs lately. Have you guys noticed that now that it's playoff time? It seems like the unders have been kind of coming through a little bit more than the overs. But let's take a look at Jamal Murray's projection here using RotoWire. Again, you have to pay for this, but because we know one another, your boys got you covered. 31.4 projected PRA. So that's two very solid projections for Jamal Murray to go under 34.5 PRA. And then last but not least, NumberFire is completely free. You guys can go check that out by setting up a free account with NumberFire. They offer projections for everything from fantasy score to single stat player props. Let's bust the calculator out here so that we know that our math is good. They got them for 21.5 points plus 4.4 boards plus 6.3 assists. That comes in at 32.2, making Jamal Murray a 3 for 3 as far as the projection models go. A 3 for 3 on the under at a line of 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So I think that could be our first play today for a 4-pick flex entry, taking advantage of this 8x payout here on PrizePicks. So Jamal Murray, again, a very nice optimal play here. 54.7% chance that he goes under, projected under at 30.4, 31.4, and what did we say on this last one? 32.2. So you can see the projection models there. They all agree with the optimizer. The way to go here is to take the under. So that's our first pick. Jamal Murray under 34.5 PRA. Let's see how long this one lasts, though. It might go ahead and get bumped down because it is sitting at the top of the optimizer here. I would not be surprised if this one gets bumped down while we're talking live. Let's try to work quickly, though, because you know how things go, man. Value dries up pretty fast here on PrizePicks. Let's look at Jalen Brunson. 23.5 points, 53.8% chance that he goes over 23.5, taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers at home in New York tonight. We need 24 or more on these projections for Jalen Brunson. He sold us short the other night when he was the taco. Let's hope tonight's a little bit different. The first projection looking real sweet, 26 points on a line of 23.5. Second projection here, 23.5. This projection is 21.98. Let's call it 22. So we got one projection over on Brunson, one under, and then the third and final projection, because we got to break the tie here, right? 22.5. Again, the line is 23.5. So there's two sites that have Jalen Brunson going under. So for me, I'm going to fade this one, leave this one alone. Now, I see you guys are saying the worst case scenario has just happened, right? Jamal Murray has been bumped from 34.5 down to 33.5. I told you, I had a feeling, I knew it was going to happen. That's why I recommend everybody goes and gets signed up for this Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer tool, because it's going to put you on the picks before they get bumped up or bumped down. So if you're not using the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, well, you're missing out on value. Use code Curry, save yourself $5 on your first month. I've left a link down in the description of today's video. Go all the way down to the bottom, click that link, use code Curry when you check out, and you'll save yourself some money. I'm telling you guys, stuff that shows up on the optimizer typically gets bumped, especially when it's sitting right at the top like Jamal Murray was for the 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. All right, value doesn't last long. So let's refresh it, because Jamal Murray's gone, baby, gone. He's not here with us anymore. That train has left the station. So we got to find another pick to replace Jamal Murray. China Red, shout out to you. Good to see you joining us. Let's see what else we got here. So we're going to skip Jalen Brunson. That one just wasn't projecting great. Julius Randle over 31.5 points and rebounds, 53.6% chance. Let's move quickly and see if Julius Randle's projecting for more or less on his PR tonight. Randle ended up leaving the game a little bit early in that last one. I think he ended up getting hurt or something, right? You guys kind of refresh my memory on that. But I want to say Julius Randle left that game early with an injury. So he did not hit on a lot of his props if you took the overs on him. This first projection, though, 31.4 is not terrible. I wish it was more like 32.4, but at 31.4 on the line of 31.5, I'm all right with that. I think we can move forward here and take a look at some other projections. Here's one, 33 points and rebounds on a line of 31.5. So the projection's looking pretty good on RotoWire. Let's check the third and final one here. We got him at 23 points plus 9.2 rebounds. It's going to put us at 32.2 points and rebounds on a line of 31.5. So we do have two projected overs and one really close at a 31.4 projection. So I'm okay with taking Julius Randle over here. Goodbye, Jamal Murray. It was nice knowing you. Fun while it lasted. It was at 34.5, just got bumped down to 33.5. I told y'all, I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen. It's because everybody's using the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer and they're seeing the value before everyone else does. And they jump on it. And then they jump on it and then things get bumped on PrizePicks. It's just the way it goes, guys. All right. So Julius Randle over 31.5 points and rebounds, projecting well on at least 2 out of 3 sites. We know it's a plus EV play here, giving us about a 53.63% chance that he will go over that number. So there we go. Let's try to find at least 3 more picks. How about Karl Anthony Towns? His rebounds and assist line, instead of get 12.5 today, 53.4% chance that he goes over 12.5 rebounds and assists. So we need at least 13 from the big cat. He did not have a great night the other night, especially in the scoring department. We were feeling pretty good about his points that night, and he did not score very well. Hopefully tonight he has a bounce back game. So we need at least 13 or more rebounds and assists from Karl Anthony Towns on these projections. Let's go find them real quick. This first one, 13.2, so that's good. 13 or more, and we're in good shape. Second projection on Karl Anthony Towns, 14.1. Loving what I'm seeing there. Let's make it a 3 for 3. Let's see if we can get a third and final projection that's projecting favorably. So we got 13 exactly, right on the head. 9.2 boards plus 3.8 assists. Puts him at exactly 13 rebounds and assists. So that's a 3 for 3 on the projection. We know it's a plus EV play. We're getting pretty good odds that he goes over 12.5 rebounds and assists. So I'm going to put Karl Anthony Towns in as our second pick of today's 4-pick flex entry. So that's what we're working with so far. 2 overs, 2 big men. Julius Randle over 31.5 points and rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns over 12.5 rebounds and assists. So I'm going to go through the first page of the optimizer here, trying to find as many picks as I can, trying to build a 4-pick flex entry. And then we're going to turn it over to you guys, and I'll start taking some of your questions. So if you have questions, leave them in the live chat. I can't guarantee I'm going to get to everybody's question in the live chat, but if you want to be featured on the show, support the show, think about using Super Chat. If you open the live chat window, there's a little dollar bill icon. You click on that for as little as $1, $1.99. You can leave a question for me. It'll highlight your comment, feature you on today's show, and guarantee you that I see that question. Think of it as like when you go to Disney or one of these big theme parks, they sell fast passes, right? And you see those people with the fast passes, they get to walk ahead of everybody else. That's kind of what Super Chat is here, all right? So think about using Super Chat if you have a hard-hitting question, a pressing matter, an urgent need, something that you must have an answer for. I'm your guy to help you out with that. Think about using that Super Chat feature. But all right, we got 2 picks in already. Let's take a look at Aaron Gordon of the Denver Nuggets. He's at 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I was on Aaron Gordon for his points and assists last time he took the floor. That did not end up working out in my favor, fell short by 1 bucket. But Aaron Gordon's back again tonight. 53.2% chance that he goes over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So let's go see what the projections are looking like here. I'm a man AG, Aaron Gordon of the Denver Nuggets. We got a 23.7. That is a great and strong first projection. Again, the line's 22.5. So we're looking for 23 or more on these projections. So the first one at 23.7. Loving what I'm seeing there. Let's check a second projection out on Aaron Gordon. 22.5. That's the line. 27.7 projected PRA. That's a big time over on that second projection provided by RotoWire. And then last but not least, we're heading back to number fire here. Let's bust the calculator out. Make sure our math is sound and good. 14.3 points for AG plus 6.3 boards for him and another 2.6 for the assists brings him to 23.2, which is exactly what we're hoping for, right? So let's go get Aaron Gordon in there for more than, oh, sugar. It's been bumped. It's been bumped. The dreaded bump monster has attacked once again. So we'll go back to Aaron Gordon at that 23 PRA when we build a 5-pick, but we're going to go ahead and leave him out now that he's been bumped from 22.5 up to 23 on this 4-pick flex. We're looking for 4 picks that have not been bumped up or bumped down. In other words, we want that hook, that 0.5, to be attached to whatever picks we add to this 4-pick flex. So Aaron Gordon, unfortunately, has been bumped. Let's keep looking. The search continues, my friends. The search continues. Let's go. How about Anthony Davis at 22.5 points today? 52.9% chance that he scores 23 or more. We're still live, Westside Rio. I see you. We're still definitely live. Anthony Davis over 22.5 points. We need projections of 23 or better for Anthony Davis, guys. We got to move quickly. You can see how quick stuff's moving today. Let's see. Do we have any projections for AD? I know he doesn't play tonight, but let's see if we have any projections for him. No, it's not looking like it. Not looking like it. I'm okay with taking him. Well, actually, let me ask you guys something. Maybe you have the answer to this. I'm not sure. Does all of the players in your boosted flex entries have to be playing today? Anybody know the answer to that? Do all the players in your flex entries for this boosted payout promo, do they have to be playing today? Let me see. Entries must be placed from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. Power plays don't qualify. Protected play is not offered this week. No losing entries will be refunded. Free entries do not qualify for the boost, even if a higher payout is shown when placing the entry. I don't see anything that says that they have to be in action today. Y'all are saying yes. Some of y'all are saying no, but I don't see in the fine print. It says the entry has to be placed today, but it doesn't say that the player has to be playing today. Okay, so Anthony Davis would be fine from what I'm seeing. You guys let me know if you know something else otherwise, but Anthony Davis would be fine if we wanted to go ahead and put him in there. Yeah, Victor, I'm the ambassador, but you know how things change, bro. They're always, changing up that fine print. You got to read that fine print, bro. All right. But it doesn't look like he's got to be in play today. So let's look at some projections here. Anthony Davis, 22.5 points, 22.7 on the points. All right. Let's see if we have a projection here for him. Nothing? No, nothing. All right. Well, we'll just leave him off just to play it safe. We'll leave Anthony Davis alone. We got to find 2 more picks at least to round out this flex. We already talked about one Julius Randle prop, which was his points and rebounds. They have just his rebounds listed pretty highly here at 8.5 boards. They're suggesting taking the under on 8.5 rebounds, 52.8% chance that Randle collects 8 or fewer boards. So let's look at this one. Since Randle does play tonight, and we don't have to worry about, whether or not that fine print's going to come back to bite us in the rear. 8.4 projected rebounds on a line of 8.5. So we're looking for anything under 8.5 on these projections for Randle. Here's 8.5. Oh, this projection's 9.8. Well, that stinks. Let's check one more projection on Julius Randle here while we're looking. 9.2 boards on a line of 8.5. All right, so we're going to skip over that one. We're still digging, man. We're still looking for 2 more picks here that have not been bumped up or bumped down. Let's refresh the optimizer, make sure we're still pulling in the latest and greatest details, all the odds, all the numbers from all the sports books. Let's see if anything else has kind of risen to the top of the board here. Karl Anthony Towns over 12.5 rebounds and assists. We got that one in. We got Julius Randle over 31.5 points and rebounds. Let's see here. How about DeJounte Murray under 21.5 points? He's at 21.5 on PrizePicks, but at 20.5 on the sports book. So he's looking like he's about a point higher on PrizePicks. We're getting about a 53% chance, according to the optimizer here, that he will go for 21 or less. 21 or less on these projections, and we're taking it. We're taking DeJounte Murray. Let's see what we got. There's 19. Love that. Love the 19 as a first projection. What else we got here? 21.5. Here's another one right around 19, 18.98 projected points. Loving that. And then let's finally check a third one, 18.4 points. Yes, boys and girls, I'm in. I'm taking DeJounte Murray under his points prop. Where's he at? 21.5. He is projected for less than 20 points on 3 different projections. So loving what I'm seeing there. What do we have? 18.4. 18.98. Let's call that 19 and another 19. So yeah, I'm going to take the under on DeJounte Murray. That's looking like a very favorable projection. Optimizer saying we got about a 53% chance that he stays under. I think that's a worthwhile play. What else? Marcus Smart, 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists, 52.8% chance that he goes under. All right, Marcus Smart, we're looking for projections of 21 or less then. Let's go check Marcus Smart. This might be our third play here. We might have our first 4-pick flex entry. Here's a 19.8. Love what I'm seeing on that first projection. Second projection for Smart, 21.5. So right on the nose, right on the button at 21.5. Let's take it to a third and final projection here to help us decide whether or not we want to take the under on Smart. We got him at 11.7 points, plus 3.5 rebounds, plus 6.1 assists. That's 21.3. Again, the line is sitting at 21.5. I'm going to take a shot on this, guys, and you could join me if you want, but look, we got to move quick. You've seen that these lines are moving very fast. All right, so we got to move quick here. So what are we going to put on this? $25 to win 8 times my money, which would give me $200. All right. Or I could go like $12.50 to win 100 on a 4-pick flex. I don't know. You guys decide what you want to put on it. I think I'm going to go for, since I'm going to have a lot of entries in, I think I'm going to go for $12.50. If I get all 4 right, I'll get $100 out of it. And if I get 3 out of 4, you know, I still get a little bit of 1.5 times my money back. All right. So there you go. There's your first 4 plays. All plus EV, all projecting favorably. Now they just got to go out and get the job done. All right. So that's my first 4-pick flex right there. Let's clear the board. Let's see if we can build ourselves a 5-pick flex now, which again is going to be boosted from 10x up to 13.5x. From 10x up to 13.5x. We're going to try to build out as many as possible. Now for this 5-pick, I don't care if the prop's been bumped up or bumped down. In other words, if that 0.5, the hook, is not there, I'm all right. I'm gonna still keep it moving either way. So let's go ahead and look at all these projections, or all these picks now on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, whether they've been bumped up or bumped down. I'm okay with taking some rounded props. So let's look at this first one. Malcolm Brogdon sitting at 4 rebounds, 53.8% chance that he goes over 4 boards tonight. So let's check some projections out on Brogdon. We're looking for 4 or better on these projections for Brogdon. Here's 3.9. That's really close to 4. We'll let that slide. Brogdon, 4 projected rebounds on a 4.25 projection. So pretty close. Pretty close. So far, not seeing a significant edge or advantage. And then here's a 4.2 projection. So I'm going to leave that one alone because he's just not projecting great. It looks like it's going to be one of those picks that ends up with exactly 4 boards. Let's keep it moving and look for another one. Michael Porter Jr., that's a fantasy score. I'm going to leave that one alone. How about Marcus Smart, under 6 assists today? He's at 5.5 on the books, which indicates he has been bumped up on PrizePicks from 5.5 up to 6. The optimizer is saying we've got about a 53.4% chance to go under on Marcus Smart at 6 dimes. So let's see if the projections agree with the under. So we're looking for under 6 assists on these projections here. So let's check our 3 different projection sites and sources. 5.6, again, the line is at 6, so that's a good first projection. Second projection on Marcus Smart, 5.7, the line is 6. And then a third and final projection here, he's at 6.1. So you know, PrizePicks probably doing the right thing by listing him at 6. I'm not really seeing much of a significant projected advantage or edge in our favor. So I'm going to go ahead and skip over that one. Let's check out Jamal Murray, though, at 6 assists. Also, he's at 6.5 on the books, been bumped down rather from 6.5 down to 6 on PrizePicks. The optimizer says we have about a 53.2% chance that he goes over 6 assists. So let's check some projections out for Jamal Murray. Hopefully he's at like 7 or better when we go look. The first projection, he is at 7. So I like that. Like what I'm seeing there. Second projection on Jamal Murray, projected for 6.1. The line sitting at 6, so that's still 6 or better. And then the third projection has him at 6.3. But, you know, we got one projection that has him at 7, so I'm okay with throwing Jamal Murray in there. I think I like him better than Smart or Brogdon for more than 6 assists, based on the fact that we saw at least one projection that had him as high as 7. So maybe there's some upside here. So we'll throw him in there. Let's find another projection, another prop. And I don't care, like I said, if it can go over. I'm sorry, if it can tie at 6, or you know, if it can tie or push at 4 rebounds like Derek White right here. Let's take a look at that one. 4 rebounds for Derek White. 53% chance that he has 4 or more boards. Derek White's having himself a fantastic series so far. So let's see if we can find some projections on Derek White where he's at like 5 or more rebounds. Here's 4.6. It's pretty close, closer to 5 than 4. Second projection on Derek White, 4 is the number, 4.5 is the projection, so that's not too bad, close to 5. And then our third and final projection has him at 4.3. All right. Well, we could take the over on Derek White if we want to. The optimizer, again, giving this a 53% chance that he collects at least 4 boards tonight. So we could throw White in there, being that he's had a couple of projections that were over 4.5, closer to 5 than 4. We'll make him our second pick. Again, we're looking for 5 picks. They can all be push or tie style picks, like Jamal Murray at 6 assists could tie at 6. Derek White at 4 rebounds could tie at exactly 4. I'm okay with taking those type of props in a 5 pick, but in a 4 pick, I want the hook attached, the hook in place. So there you go. Let's see what else we got here. What else is popping on this optimizer? I'm just running through the board here, seeing what else we've got. Let's see. Anything else standing out? How about Evan Mobley over 12 rebounds and assists? So his line's 12.5 on the books, 12 on PrizePicks. The optimizer's saying we have about a 52.5% chance that he grabs at least 12 combination of rebounds and assists tonight. So let's see some projections on Mobley. We're looking for projections as close to 13 as possible. This first one's pretty good. 12.8 on a line of 12. Like what I'm seeing there. Second projection for Mobley, 14.6, my friends, on a line of 12. Loving that. And then finally, we're going to go over to number fire. Not Isaiah Mobley, Evan Mobley. 10.1 rebounds plus another 2.9 for the assists. That brings us up to 13 rebounds and assists. So I feel good about adding Evan Mobley in there based on just the projections that we're seeing. The optimizer says take the over as well. So let's go ahead and add Evan Mobley for more than 12 rebounds and assists to our 5-pick flex entry. Again, we're going to go for a 13.5x payout. And if this ends up where it's like 1 tie and 4 others that end up hitting, well, then that'll be 4 out of 4, and it's still an 8x payout for 4 for 4, right? So we're going to go for a 5-pick on this one. So that's what we have so far. We got a couple of super chats that came in. We could check those out real quick. Everyday Fantasies mentioning a Kungwu for more than 7.5 points. Let's take a look at that one real quick. I thought I saw him on page 1 at the bottom. Let me look. There he is. A Kungwu's line, 7.5 points. The optimizer again giving us almost a 53% chance, almost a 3% edge or advantage in our favor. All right, so that's looking pretty good. We know it's a plus EV play for the over. The odds, again, in our favor. So now we need to find some projections of at least 8 or more, right? Wow. First projection here on a Kungwu's points, 11.1, guys, on a line of 7.5. That's a very strong first projection. Let's see if that's a fluke. Let's see how these other models have them. 8.5 on a line of 7.5. Okay. Liking what I'm seeing so far. Let's check a third and final. The third one's got him at exactly 7.5, but I would say that we should feel all right with the other two being so projected so highly. 8.5 and the other one was what, 11.1? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a Kungwu to this one as well. So 7.5 going up against Boston. The over looking like a good way to go. It's a plus EV play, projecting well on 3 models. 2 of the models especially have him 8.5 to 11.1 points tonight. So there's another 4 pick for you. But being that we have some picks that could tie or push in here, we want to make sure we get at least another pick in here, at least 5 picks on this one. I'm not going to play any 6 picks, guys. You could take any of the picks that I'm talking about in today's video. You can combine them to make your own 6 pick, shoot for the stars, go for 30x if you want to. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to stick to 4 picks and 5 picks today. We had another super chat come through from our guy Rocket Sauce. Rocket Sauce says, "Hey CJ, I'm hopping on the Hawks, or I'm hoping the Hawks, my bad. I'm hoping the Hawks can bring it tonight. Thoughts on Trae Young over 11.5 rebounds and assists, and Capella over 10.5 rebounds and assists, and he likes DeAndre Hunter to get a steal too. Thanks, homie. I appreciate you, Rocket Sauce, and I like that $7.77. Triple sevens, bringing the good luck with the super chat today, Rocket Sauce. Love that. 162 you watching, 77 likes. Come on now. That ratio ain't adding up, guys. 162 to 77 likes. Y'all could do better than that. We're trying to get to 100 once again. 100 plus likes for Flex Friday and these payout boosts. Let's take a look at these. I can tell you first and foremost that having Trae Young and Clint Capella, 2 guys on the same team for the same prop category, being rebounds and assists, I don't know that I like the correlation on that. So for me, I'm hoping that maybe one of these guys shines bright and the other one not so much, so that it'll make our decision making a little bit easier. But let's start with Trae Young here. Appreciate the super chat once again. Let's refresh the optimizer, make sure we have all the latest odds and data pulled in. Very important that you get friendly with the refresh button if you're using the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. All right, little swig of water for the working man here. Let's go ahead and take a look at Trae Day. Is it Trae Day? Let's see. 11.5 rebounds and assists, about a 52% chance according to the odds on the sports books. True odds here of -125 that he goes over 11.5. So that's about a 51.95% chance that he goes over. So we're looking for some projections of 12 or better for Trae Young today on his rebounds and assists. Let's go hunting. Let's go hunting for something. 12.3 is his first projection. That is definitely 12 or higher, so we like that. That's a good first step, good first look. Rebounds and assists, we got a projection of 12.04, so that's 2 for 2. Let's make it 3 for 3. Going over to Number Fire, they've got him at, let's see here, 3.4 plus 9.8, 13.2. That is definitely 12 or better. So I'm with you on that, man. We got one hawk in there with a Kongwu over 7.5 points, but Trae Young over 11.5 rebounds and assists looks pretty damn sweet. And I don't mind that. I don't think there's any interference here running this rebounds and assists for Young with a Kongwu over points. I don't think they're going to get in each other's way. Neither one of these players can cannibalize the other, being that we've got 2 different prop categories, right? Rebounds and assists and points here. Not worried about either one of them cutting into the other's production, being that they are different prop categories. So that's what I'm talking about when I mention like positive or negative correlation. Now let's check Clint Capella. I mean, we have ourselves a 5 pick here, which I feel fine with running this. And we can win up to 13.5 times whatever we decide to lay down on this. All right. But let's take a look at your other picks. You wanted to go with Clint Capella for more than 10.5 rebounds and assists. Let's look at some projections on Capella and decide whether or not more or less is the way we want to go here. Okay, so we want 11 or more projected rebounds and assists. Here's 11.2 on Capella. Now, if this projects well across the board, I would say play it, but play it in a separate entry from Trae Young. I'm not telling you to not play it. I'm just saying maybe don't play them together. Play Trae Young in one, play Clint Capella over in another if it projects well. And so far it is projecting well. 12 rebounds and assists, the line's 10.5. So that's 2 for 2 on the projections. Let's try to make it 3 for 3 here. We got him at 10.8 boards plus 1 assist. That's 11.8. So I would say that yes, Clint Capella is projecting well for over 10.5 rebounds and assists. We know it's a plus EV play. We know he's projecting well across the board, but you know, save him for a separate entry. I just don't like having two guys, same team, same prop market categories here, rebounds and assists. I'm not going to include both of them, but both of them are doing very well. So there you go. There's a 5 pick. So what do you think we should put in on this little 5 pick? We put 1250 on our 4 pick. Do we want to like just go down to like 10? What's like 750? 101? That's all right. You know, we don't have to go and, you know, be big spenders. We're going to probably be, at least me personally, I'm probably going to be going for a heavy volume today, entering as many 4 pick and 5 pick entries as possible. So I'm going to keep the entry size or entry amount, my units, so to speak, fairly manageable here. I don't want to overextend myself and go broke. Even though I have like about 1,600 in my account, you know, I'm going to be putting in a lot of 4 pick and 5 pick entries and hoping for the best. So I'm okay with putting 750 in and getting over $100 out. I think that might be the move. Let me see. 7 gets you 94. Yeah, I want at least $100 back. Let's go 750. 750 on that one. So here's what we got so far. We got a 5 pick. Couple of those picks in there. I don't mind if they tie or push, like Jamal Murray, Derek White, or Evan Mobley. We've got a Okongwu over points. That'll be a clean win or a clean loss. No chance for us to tie or to push on that one. We got Trae Young over 11.5 rebounds and assists. And then we had a 4 pick that we made earlier, which was Julius Randle over 31.5 points and rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns less than 12.5 rebounds and assists. DeJounte Murray for under 21 or less than 21.5 points. And Marcus Smart for less than 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So we already know that we have another pick here that we can start building another entry, and that's Clint Capella over 10.5 rebounds and assists. So there we go. We got our first pick on our 3rd slip. I'm going to try to build as many of these as I can, guys. I know it's 12:52. If we run a little bit overtime, I'm okay with that. I want to try to get as many entries together as possible. And if you feel like, you know, you don't agree with some of these picks, you don't have to take them. Or if you want to run them in a different combination than I'm running them, combo them however you want. Maybe you want to run a 6 pick instead of these 5 and 4 picks that I'm building. Maybe you want to take some of the players that I put in the 4 pick and like add them to the 5 pick. You know, mix them around a little bit. Do whatever you want to do. Get crazy, get weird. I have no idea how these are going to play out. So, you know, I can't guarantee that they're all going to hit or that I'll have the winning combination of picks that will get us that big 8x or 13.5x. So combine them however you see fit. DeAndre Hunter was his 3rd and final pick. He says he likes DeAndre Hunter to find at least 1 steal tonight. All right, let's go take a look at that one. Back to the optimizer we go. We want to make sure that the odds are in our favor because we don't want to work against the odds, right? We want the odds to be in our favor. So 50.7% chance that he goes under 0.5 steals. So is this a plus EV play for the over? Definitely not. It's almost, in fact, a coin flip here. So flip a coin on DeAndre Hunter steals. That's essentially what the odds are saying. The math behind the pick is saying that this is just about a coin flip. But let's get some projections here if we've got them for DeAndre Hunter. Let's see if he's projected for at least 1 steal today. 0.6 first projection. Not super strong. Second projection, 0.58, right there in the same neighborhood as 0.6, right? And then the third projection for DeAndre Hunter steals 0.7. So I guess you could say all of them are slightly higher or more than 0.5. For me, steals are a little too finicky. They're like a boom or bust prop, feast or famine style prop. I'm just going to leave it alone. If you feel inclined to take it, do so knowing that it's going to be a total crapshoot. Like I said, not a optimal plus EV play, not projecting super strong or well. So I'm just going to leave that one out. But I do like this first pick, Rocket Sauce. So I appreciate you dropping both Trae Young and Clint Capella off for rebounds and assists. I think this is a good first pick for a second, either 4 pick or 5 pick, however we see fit. Everyday Fantasy coming through here. He's saying, please look at Old Man Green's stocks. Huh. Old Man Green's stocks. Who the hell's old? Jeff Green? Let me go look. It's talking about Jeff Green. Jeff Green sitting at 0.5 blocks plus steals. Whew. All right, well, that kind of seems doable, right? He needs at least one block and or steal, some combination thereof, one or the other, a block or a steal. That's not terrible. That might be doable. Let's go take a look at this one. Again, we'll get the optimizer refreshed here, making sure that we have the latest odds pulled in. And let's look for Jeff Green. Jeff Green's stocks. Yeah, I mean, it's a plus EV play. It's about a coin flip again here. 50.1. Again, these props are set at a 50-50 line. You got to remember that. The lines makers try to set these props as close to a 50-50 coin flip style prop as possible. Okay? So when it says we have a 50.16% chance, it's not much of a chance or much of an edge or an advantage for us that this prop goes over. But let's take a look at some projections here as Jeff Green needs just one. Just one, right? So easy. Sounds so easy in theory. Let's take a look at the blocks and steals here. 0.7 projected blocks and steals on a line of 0.5. Second projection, 0.5. Here's a projection of 0.79, nearly 0.8. So that would suggest maybe the over is the way to go on Jeff Green. And the third and final projection for Jeff Green, we've got him at 0.5 for a steal, 0.4 for a block. That's a 0.9 projection. Very close to 1 steal and or block. I don't mind it, man. I'm going to roll the dice. It's a weird one. It's definitely a weird one, but I kind of like that. 1 steal or block. It doesn't have to be just a steal like DeAndre Hunter. It could be one or the other, steal or block. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to roll the dice on it and take it. I ain't mad at that. Let's see here. Let's see. What else? Trying to get to everybody's questions, comment. Strength in numbers. Hey, chill. You ain't got to spam, brother. You ain't got to spam. I'll check it out. What is you doing? Brown PRA, bro. What is you doing? I got you. Relax. Okay? Relax. It's going to be all right. Let's go check out some Jaylen Brown before my guy Strength in Numbers has a conniption. I don't want him to die if we don't check Jaylen Brown PRA. I love you, brother, but you got to relax. 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Jaylen Brown. He is our thumbnail player of the day, so we got to show some respect and some love for our guy Jaylen Brown. My goodness, I've never seen somebody so bricked up for a prop in my life. 51.94% chance that he goes over 35.5 PRA. Jaylen Brown typically better on the road than he is at home this season. So definitely got to give Jaylen Brown some credit where credit is due. He is definitely a better road player than he is a home player. Jason Tatum, on the other hand, better at home than he is on the road. So Jaylen Brown seems to pick up the slack on the road. Jason Tatum seems to be that dude when they're playing in Boston. So about a 52% chance that he's going to go over 35.5 PRA. Let's go check some projections. We're looking for 36 or better. 36 or better on these projections for Jaylen Brown, right? PRA projection, 38.4 on a line of 35.5. You're even seeing some of these sports books, they've got Jaylen Brown up at 36.5, like PointsBet and FanDuel. All right, so that's a pretty good sign. We're getting a discount at 35.5 on PrizePicks, but the first projection, very strong, 38.4. Next projection has him at 34.45, however, which is 1 PRA lower. So we're going to have to take this to a third and final round here, a third and final projection. And for that, Number Fire is going to help us out. So let's go ahead and pull out our calculator here. Let's make sure that the math is mathing and it's on point. 24.8 points plus 6.9 boards plus 3.7 assists leads us to a 35.4 projection on a line of 35.5. We had one projection that was really high on Jaylen Brown. one projection really high on him. The other two were not so favorable. So I'm going to leave Jaylen Brown off. Strength of numbers, if you play this, I'd probably flex it. I wouldn't power play this. And with today being Flex Friday and these payout boosts going on until 6 p.m. Eastern time, why would you play a power play anyway today? You should be playing flex entries, 4 and 5s. Maybe you get crazy, try a couple of 6s. Don't go too wild on the 6s, but stick to the 4s and the 5s, all right? But I'm going to leave that one alone. If you like it, strength in numbers, please take it. I would hate to talk you off of something that you feel obviously so strongly about. Let's see here. Let's see. Everyday Fantasy says, if you're looking for more 4, 5, and 6 pick plays, get in Patreon because we got them. Thank you for reminding me. Patreon, 66 cents a day, $20 per month. The month of April is kind of coming to a close. Probably would be better if you waited till May 1st. But hey, we got a few days, about a week and a half for you to win at least your $20 back. I feel pretty confident in us doing that for you. So if you wanted to join today, go ahead, get it. Money Moan says, CJ, you got a new subscriber. I appreciate you, Money. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. You've just taken one step closer to winning yourself one of those 2-pick power plays to grab yourself $100 on PrizePicks. All right, be a subscriber, hit the like button, and then when I end the show, go to the comment section, leave a comment with your favorite pick, prop, or play of the day, or maybe it's whatever your favorite food is. I don't know, something weird. Comment whatever you want. But if you do that, then you'll be entered in to win one of those risk-free 2-pick power plays to get $100. So appreciate you subscribing. Yeah, Britton, we checked it, buddy. We checked that Brown PRA, and it was all right. It was all right. It was decent. Like I said, not super strong, but decent. Let me see what other questions we had coming in here. We had Jared, I don't know what you were talking about, Jared. I wasn't sure what picks. Why is all of Jared's messages getting deleted? I'm not sure why that is. The little spam filter is deleting all your messages, Jared. I don't know why that is, buddy. Maybe it's your name or something. I have no idea. But he's liking Donovan Mitchell for 0.5 dunks over. Guys, I can't really put any numbers behind this. There's really not a good way to research these dunk props on PrizePicks. But when you think about it, Donovan Mitchell for one dunk, you know, one little fast break type of situation, one little blow by where there's no big in the lane. Maybe he does break off one dunk tonight. I mean, I could see it happening. Douglas Roberts is leaving one. He's talking about Nikola Jokic for more than 23.5 points. Let's look at that one. We haven't talked any Joker tonight. Not that I can remember. His points are at 24.5 on PrizePicks. Maybe it got bumped up. At 24.5 points, the optimizer says take the under, giving it about a 50.5% chance that he goes under. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll skip over that one. Let's go back to the optimizer. Let's refresh this thing and dig through it here. Appreciate it. If you guys have questions and stuff, I mean, keep them coming. Like I said, I won't be able to get to everybody's, but I'm trying to bounce back and forth between the optimizer and the chat. We're looking for at least 2 more picks. At least 2 more picks to join Clint Capella and Jeff Green in our next either 4-pick or 5-pick entry, right? We got Clint Capella, Jeff Green already sitting on the back burner. We need at least 2 more to join those guys. So let's see what else we've got here. Maybe there'll be some other picks that are bubbling up to the surface here. I've already talked about a lot of these already. Smart we already took. Okongwu we already took. Let's go to page 2 and see what's looking good over here. Here's one. Jamal Murray under 23.5 points. We don't have any Jamal Murray in there yet. Under 23.5 points. Did we look at this one? I don't know if we looked at this one. Let's go look at it now, though, in case we didn't. I can't remember. First projection for Jamal Murray, 19.4 points. That's definitely an under. Second projection for Murray, 20.39 on a line of 23.5. So that's definitely a second very strong under projection. And then a 21.5. Again, the line at 23.5. That is 3 very strong unders for Jamal Murray. I don't think we have him in yet. I don't want to repeat any picks. I'm going to not overexpose myself to any one player or pick. So no, we don't have any Jamal Murray under points yet. So he had a huge game in the last game, but hey, that was last game, right? Maybe things change a little bit today, but at 23.5 points, again, projection of 21.5, 20.4, and 19.4. That's pretty significant as far as a projection versus a line. Not even close to touching 23.5 according to 3 different projection models. All right, he's at 22.5 on most books. Some books have him at 23.5, but you're seeing some resistance there. People are betting the under at 23.5. So there you go. That is another one. Plus EV projecting well across 3 different models. Jamal Murray under 23.5 points. So let's find at least one more pick here. At least one more. How about Donovan Mitchell or RJ Barrett? Dang, we got a few right here. All right, let's look at RJ Barrett under 16.5 points. I've taken his under a couple of times and it keeps paying off. So he's at 52.7%. That's his chances of staying at 16 or fewer points. Let's look at some RJ Barrett projections. Maybe we go under on RJ tonight. First projection, 15.9. So we're looking for a projection of 16 or less on all these different models here to feel kind of, better about this. 16. Wait, what's his? Did he get bumped? Man, maybe he got bumped already. Where's he at on PrizePicks? Let me look. Nope, he's still at 16.5. Maybe he got bumped up a point. All right, he's at 16.5 on PrizePicks. All right, so the optimizer is saying take the under. We got a first projection of 15.9, a second projection of 16.5. So maybe I need to refresh this then. And then a third projection on RJ Barrett of 15.8. So he's at 16.5 or below on 3 different models. He's under 16 on 2 out of the 3 models. And like I said, he hasn't, I don't think he's been scoring all that great, right? Yeah, 14 points and 7 points in his first 2 games against Cleveland. Even if you go back to March 31st, he had 14 against the Cavs in that game. So I'm all right. I feel good about taking the under on RJ Barrett at 16.5. He hasn't been scoring like that. So we got another 4 pick here that we could roll out. I don't mind this at all. We did mention that there was another pick, Donovan Mitchell over 5.5 assists. Let's take a look at that one. We're looking for 6 or more dimes for the Spider, Donovan Mitchell. And in this case, this first projection's not looking too crispy. 5.2 on Mitchell. Second projection, 4.95. Again, that's an under. Optimizer says take the over, but the projections are saying under is the way we should be going here. So I'm going to leave Donovan Mitchell alone at over 5.5 assists. All right, I'm going to put this one in here. What did I put on my other one? $12.50 to win $100. I'm okay with that. Let's go with these 4. That'll be entry number 2. Again, I'll recap these picks for you. You can combine them. You could take the ones you like, leave the ones you don't like, do whatever you want to do. But all of these are plus EV plays. All of these are projecting favorably. You got Capella for more than 10.5 rebounds and assists. You got Jeff Green for more than 0.5 blocks and steals. Murray for less than 23.5 points. Barrett for less than 16.5 points. Here's some other ones. Murray again for more than 6 assists. So they kind of seems like they expect Murray's points to come down and his assists to go up tonight. Interesting. Derek White for more than 4 boards. Evan Mobley for more than 12 rebounds and assists. Okongwu for more than 7.5 points. Trae Young for more than 11.5 rebounds and assists. And we got these 4 in here as well. Julius Randle over 31.5 points and rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns for more than 12.5 rebounds and assists. DeJounte Murray for less than 21.5 points. And Marcus Smart for less than 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So that's already 3 entries we've got in there. I've been putting about $12.50 down on these 4 pick flexes to win 100. Went $7.50, a little smaller entry or a little smaller amount because it's a 5th leg or 5th pick that we're adding. But still, $7.50 brings home $101.25 with these boosted payouts that they're running all day long. So get wild, get weird, mix these up however you want, combine them however you want. That's what I've got so far, though. All right, let's keep it rolling. See what else we got here. Let's clear the deck. We got another super chat coming in. Let's see here. Dominic saying that Derek White's rebounds are free 99. That's FREE. Free 99. I like that. All right. Rocket Sauce coming through with another super chat. Didn't go 777 on this one. He went 222. Not sure what that means in the slot machine world, but Ant Edwards over 1.5 steals. Tell Ace this is my Jimmy B. Okay. Not sure what that means. Maybe he's talking about Ace V in our Patreon group. He could be talking about that. All right, let's see if we got another one here with Anthony Edwards over 1.5 steals on PrizePicks. We're going to start by looking and seeing if this guy is a plus EV play. Again, the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, a fantastic tool. It's basically a must-have at this point. It's a must-have if you're playing on PrizePicks, in my opinion. We're well over 60% month to date on picks that I've posted to Patreon members using this. We went well over 60% in the month of March. Picks that I found on here that were projecting well posted to Patreon members. So I'm telling you guys, over a 60% hit rate is elite. That is very good. If you're hitting it over a 60% clip on your picks, you're doing very well. You should be profitable over the long haul. All right. So that's what we've been doing in Patreon for the last 2 months. Anthony Edwards, we're looking at his steals, 1.5. Wow, where's he at here? 1.5 steals, 51.5% chance that he goes over. So it is a plus EV play. It is a plus EV play that he goes over. So to collect 2 or more steals, you got about a 51.5% chance on a line that is typically set at a 50-50. We got a 1.5% edge or advantage based on the odds pulled from the sports books here. So now that we know that, let's go see if Ant Edwards is projecting for 2 or more steals today. 2 or more. First projection, 1.6. It's a hair higher than 1.5. Second projection on Anthony Edwards, 1.6 again, just a hair, a touch higher than 1.5. And then third and final projection on Anthony Edwards steals is 1.6 yet again. So he's 1.6 across the board, which is, you know, a little bit closer to 2 than it is 1, slightly higher than the 1.5 line that he is set at. For me, it's not strong enough, projecting strong enough for me to take it, to feel great about it. I'm going to leave it. I like that Jeff Green stocks better, being that Jeff Green has 2 different ways to get the over. He can either block a shot or steal the ball, and Jeff Green will hit that over on the 0.5 stock. So I took that one. Definitely took that one. But I'm going to leave that Anthony Edwards one alone. It's definitely best played as a flex only, not a power play. Yeah, I think I would do that. Let's see here. What other picks are you guys liking? RJ was bumped up 1, right, Conrad? It looked like he was at 15.5, got bumped up to 16.5. At 16.5, I'm taking the under on it, like I did. I already did that. Troy says Jamal Murray thinks he's back in the bubble again. You guys remember Bubble Murray? Maybe he takes a step back. Matthew T saying, I cannot pick Jamal Murray under on points. Dude can go for 20 in a single quarter alone. I feel you. I feel you. Everyday Fantasy coming through with another one here. He's talking about some Michael Conley Jr., 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. But he's not talking about going over. He's talking about taking the under on Michael Conley. All right, so let's look at that one. 22.5 PRA, 52.1% chance that he goes under the 22.5 number. Okay, so it's a plus EV play. We can check that off of our list. Now let's go see if it's projecting for 22 or fewer PRA out here on these different projection models, right? We gotta get some favorable projections if we're feeling, you know, better about this. 23.3 is not a favorable projection. That is actually the opposite of favorable. Let's go check another projection here. 23 on the line of 22.5. Ooh, this one's gonna have to be one I'm gonna dodge based on these projections I'm seeing. Third and final projection on Conley, 13.5 points, 3.2 boards, plus a 6.5 assist number, brings him to 23.2. So I would not play Michael Conley Jr. over 22.5 PRA. I'm sorry, I would not take him under 22.5 PRA. I would only take him under if you're playing on like maybe like a sports book or something, but he's projecting over across the board. So I'm going to leave that one alone for sure. I'm going to leave that one alone, brother. Not going to be for me. Let's see. What else? How many other picks do we need here? Do we have what do we have? Oh, we don't have another entry started yet. We got to start another entry, guys. We got to build at least one more before I let you guys go. It's 1:15. I'm going to try and build at least one more with you guys. At least one more. Can we do it? Let's do it. Look at that. We're breaking the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. We're refreshing way too much here. All right, let's run through this one more time. See if there's anything else that's laying around that we have not looked at yet. I want to build one more with you guys. Let's try to find at least 4 more picks. We've discussed a majority of these. So we're scrolling. We're getting our scroll on. Al Horford. God, I can't trust this guy. I cannot trust this guy, man. I tried to take him for more than 15.5 points and rebounds in the last game. I can never seem to get Al Horford right. Those of you in the live chat, holler if you hear me. Can I get a witness in the congregation out there? Who else struggles to get Al Horford's props right? Who else struggles with Al Horford? Is Al Horford on anybody's banned list out there? Let me know if you're watching this thing live or if you're watching the replay. Comment down below in the comment section. Is Al Horford banned for life? I cannot seem to get Al Horford right. West Side Rio, he's definitely in agreement saying Al is such a flop. Dominic saying so many times Horford has sold my slips. Prez Zoe saying he's been having some momentum. Are you talking about Al Horford's been having some momentum? Light seems to agree. Al Horford's on the ban list. Unique Carter saying Al Horford's banned. Rocket Sauce calling him a peanut head. Hell no. Yeah, I can't get Al Horford right, man. I can't get him right, but I'm going to look at him anyway because he's up here. He's popping off. People are betting the over on Al Horford at 11.5 points and assists. 52.5% chance, slightly over 52.5% chance that Al Horford collects 12 points and assists tonight. My goodness, what have I become? Here I go. Oh, yeah, there we go. He's projected for 13. We need 12. He's projected for 13 on a line of 11.5. Woo. Lord help me. Am I going to do it again? Am I going to go down the road of pain with Al Horford one more time? 13.6. We need 12. The guy's at 11.5. Gee whiz. Oh, man. I know how this story ends, folks. 9.4 points plus 3.6 assists. That's 13. We need 12. My gosh. I'm going to do it, aren't I? I'm going to do it. He owes me money. I need him to pay me back for the last time I played him. I'm going to do it. The guy's projecting for 13 or better on 3 different models. If he don't do it tonight, then I'll ban him for the rest of the playoffs. All right? I'm going to make a deal, an agreement, a pact with you guys. Al Horford sells tonight. He's done. I'm done with him. But this is it. This is your last chance, Al Horford. You either come through or you never touch another one of my entries again. Whew. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put my bias aside for Al Horford. I'm jaded, very jaded. Bruce Brown for more than 12.5 points and assists. Let's look at Brucey. Brucey B. He needs 13 or more. All right, let's go find him. Bruce Brown, 13 or more. Whew, check this projection out, my friends. 15.8. We need 13. He's projected for almost 16. Loving that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. How about this next one? 12.5 projection, 13.8. That's another solid over projection. Loving that for Bruce Brown. Let's run it one more time. 10.8 plus another 3 assists. That's another 13.8. Solid projections for Bruce Brown. I'm throwing him in there. He's going to be swimming right alongside of Big Al Horford tonight. We're taking both of these guys for more than their points and assists line. So let's try to get 2 more picks. Bruce Brown looks thrilled to be in my entries tonight, by the way. I mean, look at him. Guy barely wants to crack a smile, looking like the great value brand Russell Westbrook in the face. Bruce Brown. Cheer up, buddy. We're going to win some money tonight. Don't look so sad, Bruce. It's you and me, buddy. We're going to go win. You, me, and Al Horford so far. We're all in this together. We got another super chat coming in, this time from our guy Dante. Dante says, what about Jarrett Allen for some rebounds? He wants to go over on Jarrett Allen's rebounds. He's got Trae Young for more on his fantasy points, Michael Porter Jr. for more on his points and rebounds, and Jalen Brunson over on points. Well, I can tell you this. We did discuss Jalen Brunson's points. It's a no-go for me. I'm leaving Jalen Brunson off. Just wasn't projecting great. But let's address some of these other ones because we have not talked about Jarrett Allen's rebounds, Trae Young's fantasy, or MPJ's points and rebounds. Jim Hopper from Stranger Things. I've heard that a time or two. I've heard Tyson Fury before. I hear a little bit of everything. Funny story. I met Jim Hopper from Stranger Things at a Tampa Comic-Con. Stood next to the guy. We really don't look all that much alike. Some similarities, I'll give you that. I told him, I said, hey, everybody says I look like you. I had to pay to get my picture taken with you. And he's like, yeah, I kind of see it. Good guy. Seemed cool. We took a picture together. Maybe I'll post it one day. But yeah, not all that close when you put us side by side. But I see what you're saying. Whenever I'm by myself here, a little bit of some similarities. We got that same like eyebrow ridge going, little facial hair, kind of scruffy. But I'm a way finer brother than fucking Jim Hopper. Excuse my language. Than Jim Hopper from Stranger Things. Put some respect on me, man. All right. Anyway. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Jarrett Allen rebounds. We got to look at that one. Jarrett Allen rebounds. Where's he at today? He is at 10 boards. All right, 10 boards, 51% chance that he goes over. 51% chance that he goes over. All right, we need 10 or more. We're looking for 11, ideally, right, for Jarrett Allen. We don't want to get stuck at 10. Let's get some projections that are closer to 11 rebounds. Here's one for 10.7. 10.7. Yeah, his name's David Harbour. Here's a rebound projection of 13.5 for Jarrett Allen. On a line of 10, he's projected at 13.5. So that's a 10.7 and a 13.5 rebound projection so far for Jarrett Allen. Let's run this thing once more. I want to see one more projection. 10.2. All right, that's a little bit more conservative, closer to 10 than 11. But nonetheless, yeah, I mean, I think you might be onto something with Jarrett Allen for more than 10 boards. I think it's looking pretty good here. I'll throw him in here. Let's try to build this one out to be a 5 pick. Let's go for a 5 pick on this one. Jarrett Allen for more than 10 boards. There you go. Welcome to the club, Jarrett Allen. Everybody's got something on their head. Me, Bruce Brown, and Jarrett Allen, except for Al Horford. So you already know Al Horford's not going to get 11.5 points and assists today. Yeah. If you're not wearing a headband or a hat, we don't want you in our entry. Al Horford, you're looking like the black sheep already, buddy. Got to get you a headband for that peanut head. All right. What else we got here? Let's go back to that super chat. He's liking some Trae Young for more on his fantasy score. Let's go look at Trae Young's fantasy score. We have not talked fantasy score at all today. Trae Young sitting at 40.5. We have yet to see him touch 40 fantasy points in either game of this playoff series, but it is in Atlanta tonight. So maybe having the home court advantage will help Trae Young. Maybe being at home will boost Trae Young up tonight. 32.6 in game 1, 37.6 in game 2. His line's 40.5, which seems rather high to me. Let's go get some projections on Trae Young today. Remember, if you're using any kind of projection site or tool, you want to make sure that you're using FanDuel projection, not DraftKings. FanDuel for NBA. So in this case, 39.3 is his projection on the line of 40.5. That's not more than 40.5. That's not a good first projection. But a second projection here of 43 on a line of 40.5. That's an over by 2.5 fantasy points. Let's run it a third time. We got Fantasy Labs pulled up here. Trae Young, 38.7 on his fantasy projection. So two projections have him going under. So I'm going to tell you to probably leave that one alone. Or if you play it sparingly over. Don't put it in all your entries. Don't put too much money on it. Flex it. Don't power it. Give yourself some, an out in case he flops tonight, because he has flopped in games 1 and 2. Michael Porter Jr. for points and rebounds was your final pick. Like I said, Brunson didn't look like a well-projected play tonight, so I left Brunson alone. We talked about him earlier, Dante. So let's go MPJ for points and rebounds. First and foremost, is it a plus EV play? He needs at least 23, and it looks like it is barely considered to be a plus EV play. A 0.46% advantage for us to take the over here. All right, so it's almost a pick'em, a coin flip for MPJ to collect 23 or more points and rebounds. So let's see if the projection models make us feel a little bit more confident. We need to see 23 or more for Michael Porter Jr. today, folks. 23 or more. First projection is 25.1. Okay. Liking that so far. Second projection on MPJ, 24.1. We need 23. He's projected for 24.1. Can we make it 3 for 3? Let's look. 15.4 points, 6 boards, 21.4. Almost. So two projections like the over on MPJ at 22.5. One projection has him going under. If that's enough for you to take the over, Dante, go ahead and do it. I think I'm going to leave him alone, though. I think there's better plays, better options, ways for us to go on the board today. So I'm not going to take that one. I'm going to leave him alone. Daniel saying, what about Horford's fantasy points instead of points plus assists? Maybe. Where's it at? Let's go find him. What's Horford been? Okay, well, he's actually been hitting his fantasy score the last couple of games. I'll give Horford some credit here. 26.8, barely limped over tonight's line of 26.5. Comes back with a second game of 29.3 against the Hawks, his former team, the team that drafted him, by the way. So 2 for 2 going over his fantasy score line of 26.5. You can see he's got a streak going. 4 straight games of covering 26.5 fantasy points for Al Horford. So let's check some Al Horford fantasy score projections. Again, his line 26.5. The first projection has him at 28.1. That's a good first projection. Second projection, 27.6. And the third projection for Al Horford, 26.9. Barely over 26.5, but over nonetheless. All right. It's decision time. Horford for more than 11.5 points and assists, or Horford for more than 26.5 fantasy score. Let me know. Let me know. Caesar, appreciate you joining, man. Thank you. Horford for fantasy or Horford for points and assists? Help me, guys. Help me. Tell me what you think. Which one do we like more? Horford fantasy, Horford points and assists. Trae Young is scarier than Al Horford so far this playoff, says Troy. Jeremiah saying fantasy. Daniel saying take the fantasy. What's Horford's points and assists like so far? Let's go over to PropStat Cash. Let's show PropStat Cash some love. Guys, if you're not using PropStat Cash and you want to see all these pretty graphs, all these advanced stats, all in one place, one app, PropStat Cash has you covered on a variety of different sports, NBA, MLB, NHL, and even CSGO for my esports fans out there. Use code Curry. First month, PropStat Cash, 25% off. Link down in the description. You got to use the link in the description if you want to get that money off. Let's go look at Al Horford's logs real quick. Points and assists, Boston versus Atlanta. This is how easy this is to use. Click on Al Horford's name here, folks. And you look at the last, I don't know, 4 matchups versus Atlanta. Ugh. He is 0 for 2 in this playoff series. 1 for 4 this season against the Hawks. All right. I think you guys convinced me to go fantasy score. I think seeing is believing sometimes. And despite the fact that he's projected to go over 11.5 fantasy points and assists, and despite the fact that the odds are saying take the over on 11.5 points and assists, I think that I'm going to have to go with fantasy score here. I think you guys have convinced me. Let's look at one more thing. Al Horford, FanDuel points logs versus Hawks this season. Include playoffs. Well, looky. Look at what we have here, my friends. 26.5 fantasy points. That is his line. He has gone over that in every single game versus the Hawks this season. 4 for 4. 27.2, 27.3, 26.8, and 29.3. Now, I'm not saying he's blowing it out of the water or anything like that. I'm not saying that he's crushing it at 26.5. It will likely be a sweat. But 4 for 4 on the fantasy score versus 1 for 4 on the points plus assists. If I'm going to take this goofy old dork, I guess I'm going to take him for his fantasy score. Let's try to find one more pick. I like it. Horford over fantasy. Done. Done and done. No more changing. No more flip-flopping. Chill Robots, what's up? Appreciate you being here. All right. Whoa. First and foremost, 150 of you watching. Over 100 likes. Again, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for coming up clutch. Appreciate the 105 of you who have slapped that like button. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you. All right. Back to the optimizer. We're looking for at least one more, possibly even 2 more picks to round this baby out today. This will be our last entry of the day. It's 1:30. Whew. We had to go into overtime. We had to go into overtime for Flex Fest, guys. In case you haven't heard, maybe you've been living under a rock. Maybe you're just climbing out of bed over on the West Coast. PrizePicks is boosting payouts for all Flex entries until 6 p.m. Eastern time. So you got about 4.5 more hours to make some Flex entries and get them in there. So we're looking to build our 4th and final entry of today's show. Let's see if we can find one more pick that fits the bill. One more pick. We're looking for one more. We're looking for ideally a pick that does not have, or that has not been bumped up or bumped down. Ideally. And we want them to be playing today, preferably. We already took Bruce Brown. We already have an Al Horford prop. What about a Kungwu for over 6 boards? I think he was at wasn't his line at 7.5 the other night and he ended up going over? He had 8 or more rebounds. Do we think a Kungwu over rebounds at 6 is a decent play? Let me look at that one again. Let's look at that one. 7.6 rebounds. His line is set at 6. That's a good projection. I like that. A Kungwu, 7.3 rebounds on a line of 6. I very much like that projection as well. And a third and final projection, 6.2. The line is at 6. Okay. I can get on board with a Kungwu over 6 boards. But because we're putting him in there and his prop has been pushed up from 5.5 to 6, we got to make this a 5 pick. Means we got to find one more pick to put in here. One more pick because we got Allen at 10 boards, which could tire push. We got a Kungwu at 6 boards, which could tire push. And we don't want this thing to revert down to a 3 pick or even a 2 pick. So let's make it a 5 pick to close out today's show. Let's make it a 5 pick. Let's find at least one more prop. Jason Tatum over 9.5 rebounds. That seems high. Is Jason Tatum going to pull in 10 boards today, folks? Let's go pull some projections up. 10 boards on his first projection. We need 10 or more on these projections, by the way. So 10 on his first projection. That's good. Second projection, 9.48, really close to 9.5. That one's all right. And the third, 8.7. Nah, I'm staying away from that. Let's go to page 3. We're prowling. We're looking. We're on the hunt. We're trying to find us one more pick. Robert Williams for more than 7.5 boards. I don't think we've looked Robert Williams' way at all today. 7.7. That's a decent projection. Not great. Second projection, 10 rebounds on Robert Williams on a line of 7.5. We need 8 or better, so 10 rebound projection is very nice. And then the third and final projection, 7.5. Ugh. I was hoping for something a little bit nicer than that. Trae Young, we've already used. Darius Garland. Somebody mentioned Garland. They bumped Smart down to 21 PRA. Is it still good to take? Yeah, maybe. I mean, we were hoping for 21 or less, right? So it could tie. He could land on exactly 21. Darius Garland for less than 25.5 points and rebounds. Check that one out. I don't mind me a good underplay. Here's Garland projected for 22 on a line of 25.5. Love that first projection. Second projection for Darius Garland, 26.8, however. We got to take it to a third projection. We got to take this pick to trial. 22.5 on the dot, according to Number Fire. Yeah, we can't play that one. Nah, that's a fade. What else, man? What else? We need one more. We're scrapping. We're scrounging. We're looking. We're digging. Malcolm Brogdon over 12.5 points. He needs 13 or more points. Let's look at that one real quick. Brogdon. 13's the projection. We got a second projection here of 13.96. We'll call that 14. So we got a projection of 13, a projection of 14. And the final projection for Brogdon, 12.9. We'll call that 13 as well. What do we think about that? Malcolm Brogdon for 13 points. 52% chance, according to the optimizer, that he has at least 13 points. I'm not mad at that. Versus the Hawks. That would complete our 5 pick. A lot of Boston, Atlanta props in this one. At least 3 of them. I'm going to go with this one. We'll put, what have we been putting on these? 750 on the 5 picks. 750 to win 101.25. All right. And then I'll recap everything that we got in here for you so far. Again, some of these lines have moved. Apologies. But here's what we have. Combine these however you want. Mix them up. Combo them however you see fit. I don't guarantee that I have the right combination. I don't guarantee that any of these are going to hit either, by the way. You know, you see 52%, 51% chance that it'll hit, 53% chance that it'll hit. Not 100% chance that any of these will hit. We're still gambling, very much gambling, but here's what we got. Bruce Brown, more than 12.5 points and assists. Jarrett Allen, more than 10 boards. Al Horford, more than 26.5 fantasy. Okongwu for more than 6 boards. Brogdon over 12.5 points. All of these are plus EV or projecting well, Clint Capella for more than 10.5 rebounds and assists. Jeff Green for a block or steal. Jamal Murray for less than 23.5 points. Highly controversial. Jamal Murray's been playing well. I understand if you want to leave that one alone. RJ Barrett for less than 16.5 points. We move down here. Jamal Murray for more than 6 assists. Derek White for more than 4 rebounds. Evan Mobley for more than 12 rebounds and assists. Okongwu for more than 7.5 points. Trae Young for more than 11.5 rebounds and assists. And then we've also got Julius Randle for more than 31.5 points and rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns for more than 12.5 rebounds and assists. DeJounte Murray for less than 21.5 points. And Marcus Smart for less than 21.5 PRA. So we got 4, 9, 13, and then another 5, 18 picks right there for you guys. I put in a hard day's work, my friends. Yeah, you're welcome. It's 1:40 p.m. Eastern time. If you're in Patreon, guys, I'll be posting even more picks as I find them. Obviously, NBA and MLB cheat sheets will be posted to Patreon here shortly. Good luck on all your entries. Appreciate everybody. And congratulations once again to our guy, Andrew Hobson. He says he sent me the DM with his PrizePicks email address. He won himself a risk-free 2-pick power play for $100 on PrizePicks. If you want a shot to win, subscribe now, hit the like button. I'm going to end the show. Go to the comment section of today's show. Comment your favorite pick, prop, or play of the day, or tell me how much I look like that guy from Stranger Things. Whatever you want to say. I just appreciate you playing along. Good luck, and we'll catch you later on tonight. See ya.